miracle worker, way maker. Everybody say, way maker, miracle worker, way maker, miracle worker, way maker, miracle worker, way maker, miracle worker.
Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I can't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working.
Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I can't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I can't feel it, you're working. You never stop 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 working.
Well, good evening, Lufkin Central and Online Worship Community. Jason Hollinger, the campus and community minister. And tonight, as we are continuing our series on the book Overcoming Overload, 7 ways to find rest in a chaotic world. Tonight, we are going to talk about affluenza. Affluenza. What in the world does that mean? All right? Listen to this quote first, to maybe help you along a little bit. Every increased possession loads us with a new weariness. Every increased possession loads us with a new weariness. So says John Ruskin. And hey, this guy agrees as well. We're going to talk a little bit more about that right after this time in worship.
lost, but He brought me in His love for me. Oh, His love for me. Who the Son sets free, always free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Free at last, He has ransomed me. His grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Yes, He died for me. Who the Son sets free, always free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. Oh, I am who you say I am. Who the Son sets free, always free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Amen.
God is able, He will never fail. He is Almighty God, greater than all we seek, greater than all we ask. He has done great things, lifted up. He defeated the grave, raised to life. Our God is able. In His name we overcome. For the Lord our God is able. Oh yes, He is. God is with us. God is with us. God is on our side. He will make a way. Far above all we know, far above all we hope. He has done great things, lifted up. He defeated the grave, raised to life. Our God is able.
So, what do we mean by affluenza? Well, listen to this. A family afflicted with affluenza is characterized by pressure and busyness. Their schedules become so full they have no downtime, no family time, no time to eat a meal together, no time to enjoy a meaningful conversation. They leave themselves no time to discover what's going on inside their children's heads, no time to work through conflict, no time to think and plan together about the kind of life they really want to live. And there is fear. Fear that if we slow or stop this pace, we will somehow miss out and our children will be left behind in the dust. This fear generates a tremendous pressure to succeed, pressure to keep up, and that's followed, of course, by pressure to stay on top, pressure to be number one, pressure to excel in career, athletics, and school. So, what are we talking about? We're talking about that need to simplify. But listen, this is not something that is simply for, this is not something that you realize when you get older. The need to simplify is really something that we should really should develop that man just that reality earlier on in life in just the not the need to have everything or to do everything. Slow down our lives a little bit because you see it's in those moments when we slow down that we can see, that we can recognize the things going on around us. We see those things that when we're just speeding through life, there's just things that we miss. There's things that we don't notice. And so we slow down. We stop. Maybe not stop and smell the roses, but we stop and we take it all in. And that doesn't mean things don't get done. That doesn't mean we can't try to improve ourselves. That doesn't mean we can't try to excel. But that need to simplify understands, helps us to understand that there are certain things, certain seasons of life that, hey, we have one shot at enjoying. We have one shot at being just in awe. We have one shot in this, in being blessed. As I say, your kids are only young ones. And now I know, yes, grandkids possibly come around in the future, but you have these moments that you just stop and you simplify. And I know it may seem something so just simplistic, right? That the best way to overcome overload is to simplify, but man, it's a lot easier said than done. It's it's easy to say, okay, well, I'm just going to cut back. But when we are used to just go, 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 I remember early on in my years in ministry, that's the way I was. My wife and I, we were in everything, going and doing all sorts of things. It's, just working with teenagers, and man, our schedules were just crazy. But then as our family began and then began to grow, we had to kind of reorganize some things in our life. And I wish I could say that we have come this close to mastering the best way to do it. Because well, sometimes we kind of have to make those adjustments. But that need to simplify things, that need will always be there. Because it is in those moments that we can look and see all that God has blessed us with, all that God has left for us to see that reminds us of Him. Simplify things. You want to overcome overload? let some of that load go and trust it to someone else who God has gifted, and trust it to someone else to help you along the way. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking to myself here, but I feel like I'm not alone. So think about it, pray about it. God bless. Y'all have a great night. Bye.
Here's my heart, Lord. Here's my heart, Lord. Sing it out, church. Come on. Here's my heart, Lord. Speak what is true. Sing that again. Come on. Here's my heart, Lord. We give it to you. Here's my heart, Lord. Oh, here's my heart, Lord. Speak what is true.
'Cause I am found, I am yours, I am loved, I'm made pure, I have life, I can breathe, I am shielded, washes clean, it purifies in its healing crimson tide. Jesus, into